Hello, hello, hello. How we all doing? It's me. I'm doing a video, but what I'm going to be doing is a tutorial video. So I know a lot of people has been asking how I make my thumbnails. Because I do enjoy doing them, and obviously some people pay for them, some people don't. But with the increase of AI and stuff like that, I think everyone can learn to do it. So I try and explain it like in text form, but it's quite hard to do. So what I'm going to do is I've had an idea. I'll do a little video. So obviously the image you're seeing right now is what I've just made on ChatGPT. It's quite easy. I use ChatGPT for thumbnails. I use Canva for titles. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do both. It's a bit different what I normally do. I normally do GDRP on 5M. But yeah, so let's hide that one and let's show you this. So share my screen right now. So what we're going to do is take this character. So this is my wolf character when I'm wearing a mask. So we're going to take him, took a picture in GTA. You probably want it like that. Just do a snippet and take it through. And then what we're going to plan to do is make it into something like this one. So this is how I do it, and this is how I try and get consistency, because that's the main thing with AI, the consistency of your character. Because when I first started, my character kept changing, so I figured it out and how it went through. So I've got everything up already, so we're going to go on to ChatGPT, which is over here. So what I start with is I start from this character. So I'm going to do it step by step to show you how long it takes rather than doing a speeded up one, because it doesn't take that long. So the video should be about 10 minutes or so long, maybe a bit longer. Character, make a GTA style transparent and use for thumbnails. Don't mind me spelling, I'm a little bit dyslexic, but ChatGPT does understand that. It does understand that. The good thing with ChatGPT is make sure you turn history on if you're doing a lot of thumbnails. So what that will do, you can bring up, right, you made me this thumbnail, or if you're doing a lot of thumbnails, you can go from previous thumbnails of my cop character, or from my crim character, make me a new thumbnail. So it can do stuff like that. For creating thumbnails. Focus on the face. Character. Make it, and I found from sort of waist up. I don't know. All we do, we add a photo. So these are all my other ones that I do. So go down, ChatGPT, because I made a folder. So we just select that, add it on, let it upload. And there we go. So ChatGPT can get things wrong. This is the major thing to know. And you've got to understand that. So I have quite a few different emails, because at the minute I'm not paying for ChatGPT Plus. It is worth having if you do a lot of thumbnails, so I'm actually looking into doing it. I think I'm in the UK, so it's about £20 a month, which is quite a lot. So I use about 7 emails at the minute. So we let it process. While that's doing, I'll just show you through some of the other thumbnails I've got. For 1 second. So open this up. Video thumbnails. Yeah, I've done all of me. So I've done all of these as well. So we'll make them bigger. So all my little emojis for my YouTube channel as well. It's quite good to do. So sometimes it does it quite realistic. Like this guy. So this is quite realistic, so that's a bit too much for me. and sometimes it does it. Say I even do my overlays, member goal with the donut. I've done my badges. So yeah, it's quite cool what they do. So I've just given ChatGPT a little bit of time to work. Got your meta shield, yeah. Sort of ending screens, overlays. You even do import them into other games. So I've got that one for a zombie GTA. I've got that one for Dead Island 2, and that was one of the latest ones I did. Oh yeah. So ChatGPT does have restrictions. So you can't put. I've had problems with it. Sort of putting this one in, saying remove straps. Remove the Vargas sign, and it says it can't. Make sure you always put in it's for a YouTube thumbnail for GTA, because it'll come up with they've got problems with it, they've got restrictions. So it's like I had one at where is it? 2 seconds. I'll get it. So where is it? I'll get this guy up. Just need to download him. So I made this one last night after I was streaming. So I'll just download them now. Yeah, I should have thought of this one beforehand. So I do have a new mic today. I hope it's sounding good as well. So YouTube pics on my Discord. Save image. Save. So there you go. So I had this one. I didn't have a chain on. So I made him like that. So ChatGPT made him like that. And then what happened was when I said to put a Vargas chain on, it said about the gun here and the glass bottle was intimidating, and because I didn't put in about it being for a YouTube thumbnail. So it said it couldn't do it, but then I reworded it to say it's for a GTA YouTube live stream, and then it does it fine. So as long as you make it aware of what it's doing, it's sort of all right. So let's see if you're done. Not yet. So library. Not yet. Not now. So that's still requesting. So it'll be done soon. Yeah. So sometimes it can take a bit longer. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. So we'll bring this back up. So yeah. So all of the titling, I find ChatGPT really struggles with it. So what I do, I use Canva. So as you can see, we've got a couple of David stuff there. I'll not go too far down because it's got some of my work stuff as well. So with this one, you just add them on there. But ChatGPT can tell you what to use as well. So you can ask it, right, I want to add a title in Canva. What looks best? So it told me to do a transparent background. It told us the titling, the sort of font to use, the percentages of your outline and things like that. But we'll get to that shortly. Let's see if ChatGPT is done. There. So it's made me that character there. So it all depends on what your style wants to be. If you want hyper realistic, if you want semi-realistic, things like that. So that is my character that it's made from that character there. So from that, you've got a transparent character you can put into any scene. So what we're going to do is download it. So I've got it because I like to keep it. Then what we're going to do is make a GTA thumbnail. So now this is where it gets tricky, and this is where the ChatGPT can make mistakes, because once you've got your character's face, it does like to change it. Now with this character, make a GTA 5 at 60. Always tell it the size as well, because it will just do the wrong size character. So like I said, this is the first video I've done. Bear with me. Okay, I'm getting into it. So yeah. So into 16 at 16 by 9. So what you want to do is type strict request keep character exactly the same in the scene. Take an iconic area from GTA 5 and fill with action behind it. So what I always put, include dynamic foreground and background effects. And always put do not include a thumbnail. Because what could happen with ChatGPT is that you get an absolutely banger of a thumbnail and it's put a title on for you. You ask it to remove the title because it doesn't look right, it changes everything, and then you've lost that thumbnail. So always start to get the thumbnail the way you want it before you add title in, or logo images, because I put the Redline RP logo on mine. So we'll get this to request this one for you. All you do is do that. See my spelling mistake there, but it'll pick it up. It's quite good. And ChatGPT is evolving quite a lot. I mean, I'm not just promoting ChatGPT. There is other AI image makers. I just personally like ChatGPT for how easy it is to work, how well it works, and the quality it makes the thumbnails. So I've tried other ones, tried quite a few that didn't work quite as well. But like I said, ChatGPT does have memory in it, so I can go back and go, right, from the wolf character you made me, make me a new thumbnail with this, and it will make it. So because it has that memory built into it. So like I say, now that you've got your character, so ChatGPT, where did it download? It down on there. So I'll pop him on there, and pop him in here. So keep it in a file, so you've always got them. If you've got a Discord, what I do on my Discord, I've got a few channels that can't be seen. I put all of my AI stuff in there, so I've always got them in case something happens to my computer, something happens to my phone, and then I put them. And then I also have a separate one for YouTube thumbnails. So I'll have this, or I've got this here. So this one. So I've got this one in there with no titling. I've also got in my thumbnail one, I've got it with the titling. But yeah. So because I put iconic, you'll probably get something like Vinewood, or you'll get the towers in, or we'll see what it does. But we'll get onto that. Close that down. So it's busy loading through. But yeah, Canva's really good. So if we just do, it's even got a YouTube thumbnail. So it brings up the right size. It does have a lot of things on there. So you've got your text, you've got brand if you pay for it, you've got elements, you've got uploads, design, audio if you want to do video. I was using Canva for my starting vid on my live streams, but I found CapCut. CapCut's quite good. It gives a little bit more better animated fonts than what Canva does, but Canva's good for me thumbnails. I wouldn't use CapCut for making thumbnails, but I'd only use it for videos. So with your text, obviously you've got a lot you can do. So recently used, so I use a lot of them on there. So I was using these. So if you're unsure font and stuff, so you can do custom spray paint. What's the Canva Pro one? Take that off. So you'll know if you can use them or not by the little on here. So you've got your now open. So we'll just show you on if you don't know how to use Canva. So hit AI Chaos. Just have that one. So from there you can change the color. So you can make it red. If it wants to go red, you can go black. There we go. You make it red. You can make it different colors. Effects. So this is where it's got the neon on there. So I like outline. because it does add it stylish, but neon's quite good too. You've got shadow, so you can adjust your offset. If you want like a shadow on it, you've got your transparency to make the most of your shadow. If you want it really thick, or if you want it like that, or if you want it blurred. Let's see if ChatGPT's done yet. No, not yet. But like I said, there's lots of different options on it. Once that's done, I'll show you what I do next. So a lot of people will just do that and make it, but you're missing out a trick on it, because what happens is that it'll make a nice looking thumbnail. It really will. But there we go. So we've got that thumbnail there. So it's picked Vinewood. It's changed his face slightly, but it's actually all right. So from that, it goes, you know, it looks all right, but it looks a little bit cartoony. You can then go back to it and make it look more realistic. Be careful when you say more realistic with it, because it'll do it hyper realistic. So just say you've done a few attempts, you get at that point where, you know, I like this, or if you want anything changing, you just type in and go, right, remove the helicopters, or make it be darker, or make the explosions more. But what you want to do next is ask ChatGPT, what would they do? What would you improve to make a professional looking thumbnail? So, and then it'll do. So it'll give you a list of options that it would do. So what it's got is add a subtle glowing outline of the character, separate from the background, so that'll highlight it more. Slight drop of shadow for depth, and tilt the camera slightly. Dutch angle. Don't know what Dutch angle is, but we'll find out. Enhanced the background dynamics. Color grading, typography, thumbnail composition. So if you wanted to go, right, okay, I like the first two, you would type in, do the first two. Suggestions. If you like number 3. So what I usually do is just tell it to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if I only like, you know, I didn't want to tilt the character, I'll do from number 1, do first 2. From number 2, do all. From number 3, do first 1, 4, exactly. So what we're going to do just for now, do all, but no title. Because you get 3 or 4 attempts on ChatGPT a day, unless you pay for it. So what we're going to do, we're going to let that go there. So what I'm doing in this video is showing you how to do it if you have no idea, you know, you're having a mind block of what to do, how to do it, and things like that. So even what we're going to do after this, once we get it, I'm going to show you, it can even tell you how to do a title. So look at what you've made and tell you a title idea. So we'll let that go through. And I have found that if you're using your phone, the processing is quicker. Don't know why, but it just is. But it is slightly quicker. It is like slightly quicker. So we'll go back to Canva. Where are we? Right. But what I always do is save them. So what we're going to do is download that. Save. Just save every one, then you can always use them in the future, where if it does this idea here, where you go, you know, it's still daytime, but I want a dark theme, put this image back in, say, right, make this a dark theme, make it neon, and it'll do that. We'll just close them down. That's still loading. So Bad Wolf in the City, we'll go with that one. So if you don't know what fonts to do, you can look down, and these just give you sort of some ideas what you can do. But what you want to do is pick something that pops against it. So if we wanted to use Level Up, so we can do Big Wolf, or we can do little wolf. See, that's 2 there, so we're going to go down. Little wolf, big city. Yeah, it's still too big. But get it how you want it. And then what options you've got is your spacing. So I like to bring them closer. Obviously, it's all how you like it. So you just bring the line spit. Have the whole thing done. So select it all. Go to your spacing and bring it closer if it wants to. It doesn't want to. So you can have it that way. You can have shadow. And neon looks quite good, but you've got to get the colors right if you're using on your background. So you can do echo. If we do that, we'll change the color to just say red. That's the outline. So change it to black. And then you've got your thickness here. So you can make it big, small. If you want to change individual colors, just select on your individual box. So we'll make that what, red? Make that yellow. So you can make the letter spacing like it's sort of more in together. So you can add the points, 1, 2, that way. Don't know why that doesn't want to move upwards. Yeah, it doesn't want to move. But you can even ungroup them, so you want it that way. And then you can group in the back. And group them. And then once you've got the way you want it, you can just drag and drop the way you want it. Let's see, I think you might be done. Not yet, we'll just refresh. Image created, there we go. So the difference from that is obviously quite a lot. So you've got that which really draws your eye to it. And there's nothing wrong with the other thumbnail. And someone would design it and go, you know what it is, that looks quite cool. But always ask, right, what can make it better? And then if you're happy with that, then what you go is you can go, think of a title. A majority of mine, I'd sort of do it myself. But when I'm having one of them days, there. So you've got Lone Wolf Rampage, you've got a few different ones. So it'll give you some options. So action orientated. So the wolf takes over Los Santos. 10 million heist, wanted level maxed, chaos unleashed. Mystery and intrigue. You've got Something's Not Right in Vinewood, Why Are You Hunting Me, The Mask Hides the Secret Power, and short and powerful is Lone Wolf Rampage, Final Job, and No Mercy. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this one because I like that one. So what you want to do is using Canva. What fonts? Best. So what it'll do, have a little bit of a think, and then it'll come back. But what I do want to do is just download that. Download it. There we go. So there we go, font style. So it'll explain some fonts to use. These are you'll find that it usually does these ones because they're quite bold. And it'll tell you the hierarchy, how it'll look, split the title for visual rhythm, and the colors. So white, yellow, or red, GTA color palette, stroke outline, shadow, use glow, drop shadow, and background blur. So they're the different options you can do. And then placement, even if you can't decide where to put it. In the top or bottom third, avoid covering character's face, off center. So what we're going to do, we're going to go with, we'll take that from there, and we'll go there, and new YouTube thumbnail. So I have found ChatGPT doesn't do it perfectly size. So I'm going to upload a file. Let's go to downloads. We'll put them in there and open. And there we go. So it's on there. It looks a bit blurry, but we'll get him right. Don't know why he's looking blurry. Shouldn't be looking blurry. Let's get him bigger. We'll download that again. Yeah, he looks fine. I don't know why he's blurring him out. But yeah, it does look quite cool. I might actually use this one. And what you can do if you really wanted to, you can actually, see, I usually do it on my phone. So you can do create YouTube thumbnail. Try this again. Upload images, upload a file. That one. Open. We'll drag him up to see if he's just being a bit blurry. So yeah, what I've found is it does that. It gets a bit, it doesn't fit fully. Yeah, I don't know why it's blurring it. There we go. There we go. It just needed some time. So what I normally do, if you notice on my thumbnails, they're just slightly cut off because I just use the picture straight away. But if you want a full, so on the sides here, they're just sometimes a little bit darkened. But if you just want them full, like this, like that. So it's still right in your face. It's still quite good. So instead of using the fonts, what we're going to do is do what it asked. So we're going to do a font box. So what was it? Let me see. The wolf takes over Los Santos. Okay. So we'll do that. So there we go. We've got that there. So you want to pick your styles. You can have a look at them. So Orbitron, futuristic military tone. So we'll try that one. So all you do is just go onto there, go onto this, search for it, do that. It doesn't like it. Orbit. It doesn't like it. So make sure you highlight it all. So Bebas new. And next, it'll tell you which way to do. Text color white, yellow, or red. Stroke outline, bold, black. So we'll change it to white. It's just dead easy to do. All you do is white, bold. I'm gonna make your spacing now. This spacing should work. Yeah. So this spacing works. So if you want it more closer together, if you want it further apart, so So we can do it like that. What I want to do is just put exclamation mark in. There we go. And then your effects. So it'll give you a few options that you can do. Text color, stroke, outline, shadow, or background blur. So you switch back over. You got outline, background blur, transparency. So you can have it like that. So a little bit of a badge. Echo, hollow, splice, or outline. So what we're going to do is outline. We're going to do an outline in, because he's yellow around him, so no, it's too dark. So we'll do that, and we'll just increase the thickness. And while you're doing it, you probably find, oh, you know what it is? I like it a bit better the other way when you're playing around with it. So we're going to put it down here, make it big. I didn't want a second page. And there we go. So from there, I mean, you can put this side, you can put it up here, but I think it'll take over the jet. So if you think it's too bold on there, what you can also do is right click, transparency, there it is. So you can make it a little more transparent. And there's that there. So this is how I make my thumbnails. And all you do is you just save that one. Just share, download. So I always do PNG because complex images. You can limit your size, so but you need Canva Pro. So what I do is I just resize it myself to, because it's got to be 2 megabytes or less to go on YouTube thumbnail. So it'll tell you it's file's too big. Save that, and then we just download it. And then when you load it up, you've got that there. You can put that on a thumbnail, and you're sorted. That is pretty much how I do my thumbnails, just from start to finish. Obviously, you start with your picture, which was that one, which was literally took about 10 minutes before I started recording. Get your your transparent background, get your thumbnail. Always remember, ask it how you do improve, because it is ways to improve it. Because you might think, you know, it is, wow, I've done really well, I've made this. Ask ChatGPT what we do to improve, and that went from that to that. And obviously pick your own style as well. My style is more cartoony, as you can see from my thumbnails. It's sort of this side, it's like cartoony style this way, but pick your own. If you want it more realistic, make it more realistic. If you want it more cartoony, make it cartoony. If you want it more, you know, drew, like you can even tell it make as if it's been drawn by hand. You can ask that as well. And obviously it'll tell you extra design ideas. So what I would do from this, so if I'm going to use this, all I do, I grab the server I play on, which is Redline RP, pop it in there. I probably alternate a corner, so I'll probably pop it up here. If I had this over here, I'd probably pop it up here, and that's how I would do it. Everyone's different, everyone learns, but the main thing is, what I found is, get your character right first. So every time I now make him, I'll go into ChatGPT, I will go, right, add photo, go on to find where I've got him, upload the photo every time, and go from this image, from this character, create a scene. Tell it what scene you want, and it will make it. Play around with it. It takes a little while to get used to it, but always try and be clear and concise with ChatGPT. That's what I found the most. Is that works, is that if you're clear and concise, tell it what you want changing, tell it what you don't, And if it makes a mistake, tell it make a mistake. Like when ChatGPT messes up on my thumbnail, I say you made a mistake, you've made an error, because that way it is learning. Obviously, we're all going to be taken over by AI eventually. But like I say, I hope you've enjoyed it. This is how I make my character thumbnails. I hope it helps you, because it helps me a lot. Because especially when you don't know what you want to do, it helps you be a bit more creative as well. So thank you all if you've watched all the way through. Please like, subscribe. Like I say, I do stream YouTube live quite a few times a week. We do GTARP on 5M. And like I say, just have a look at my videos. Drop me a comment if you've liked this video. It's my first ever one of a tutorial, so I've probably stumbled through it, but myself, I'm a real person, so I learned all this myself. And I do it myself, and hopefully you can too without having to pay someone for it. So you stay safe, you be good. And what I'll do, I'll just switch it back to this, and hope you enjoyed it. If stuff changes, I will make a new one of a better way, if I find a better way, and share it with you all. Love you all. So hope to see you in my stream soon. Always when you pop in, say hi, and I'll always say hi back. Shall catch you in the next one.